Hello everyone, welcome to iExamB. Embrace the iExamB learning experience for 50% faster job preparation. SEBI has already released the advance intimation for recruitment in 2025 and there are 20 vacancies for the legal stream. If you have missed any details related to the short notification, what is the eligibility criteria, what has been the application trend in the past for the SEBI legal vacancies, and the strategies for phase 1 paper 1, which is your quant, reasoning, English and general awareness paper, and your phase 1 legal syllabus discussion. We've already done these videos which you can watch on our YouTube channel. In this particular video, I'm going to talk about what is the expected exam dates for the exam and also compare the syllabus of SEBI with that of IFSC Legal and PFRDA Legal, the two exams that have already taken place or are in the process for this year already. If I talk about PFRDA Legal, the phase 1 exam was held on the 6th of September, while the phase 2 exam was held on the 6th of October. The result is awaited. For IFSC Legal, the phase 1 has already been done on the 11th of October, while phase 2 is yet to be done on the 15th of November, right? If you have given these exams, a comparison with SEBI will help you understand what are the areas you've already studied and can revise and strengthen, while what are the areas that you can focus on specifically for SEBI. As I stated, the advance intimation is out and it states that the detailed information and the application window will start from the 30th of October. Some students are now worried when the exam can happen so that they can plan their syllabus preparation accordingly. While it is only 2 weeks that you will get to know all these details, but in case it is still worrying you, this is based on the past trend. I am going to discuss the expected dates for the exam. If we see, we will leave out 2020 from the analysis because this was the COVID year where the application window remained open for almost 7 months, right? So keeping this out, we will look at what has been the trend in 22, 23 and 24. The application window, you will notice, has remained open for almost 20 days, right? While phase 1 happens within 1 month, approximately 25 to 26 days after closing of the application window, while phase 2 exam happens almost 1 month after your phase 1 exam, right? So this has been basically the trend. You can see 1 month gap between phase 1 and phase 2 approximately, and from the application end date here another 1 month, approximately around 25 days to be exact, what has been the trend of the exam dates. In 2025, however, a new thing has happened. That is the short notification or advance intimation, whatever you may indicate this as, has been given. And this has been given to you well in advance, more than 20 days before the application window is going to open on the 30th October. They are telling you that there is an advance intimation that this is going to happen. This has never been done by SEBI in the past, which also makes me think that you have already got a 25 days approximately heads up. So expect a little less time this time, both for the application window and for your exam dates. Based on the fact that the exam usually takes place on a Saturday or Sunday, usually, however, we have seen that trend also getting changed for specifically PFRDA exam, but we will it is very highly assumed that usually the exam will take place on a Saturday or a Sunday. Given that fact, the application window this time should reduce and it is likely to not be more than 15 days, and in that case your application window is likely to close somewhere around 14th or 15th of November. If at all SEBI does become very considerate, it may take it to 17th, but I feel the very highly chances are that the application window will close till the 14th or 15th of November. All these are my estimates based on the past trend and no other information per se. Your phase 1 exam is likely to take place within a month. It could even be quicker, but given the fact that the Saturday Sunday falls on 13th and 14th, the highest probability date according to me is 13th and 14th December for your phase 1, and then another month's gap, and the highest possibility for your phase 2 exam to take place is the 17th to 18th January. So these are the approximate expected exam dates according to me and the past trend given by SEBI. I am in fact not discounting the fact that this time, as I already stated, you already have a 20 days plus kind of a heads up for your preparation, right? So given this fact, be in fact mentally prepared for a quicker exam. Before I move on to talk about the syllabus and the overlaps between PFRDA, IFSC and SEBI exam, I would also like to share that iExamB has been guiding for SEBI Legal since 2020, and we are proud to be associated with the journey of so many candidates selected in SEBI Legal and various other organizations. You can see the selection rate for iExamB is one of the highest, reaching 60% in 2024. You can also listen to the success story of many of these selected students on our YouTube channel. For your SEBI Legal 2025 preparation, we are starting a new batch on 27th of October. A detailed plan of your study and your live class schedule has been given in the PDF, which you can download from the description of this particular video. Moving on to discuss the syllabus. Before that, I will just quickly recap the exam pattern. The exam happens in two phases. Phase 1 consists of paper 1 and paper 2. For both these, as I stated in the beginning of the video, we have discussed in detail your strategies and how you can prepare for both of these papers of phase 1. Talking about phase 2 also consists of two papers. Your paper 1 is descriptive English, which tests your writing skills, and paper 2 of legal consists of two parts: your objective plus descriptive. 70 marks is your objective, while 30 marks is your descriptive pattern, where 3 questions of 10 marks each are asked, right? So this is what is there, and what exactly do you need to study for the legal paper. That is a syllabus that is given out by SEBI. So let's look at the SEBI syllabus. SEBI syllabus for phase 1 and phase 2 are different. Okay, so phase 1 syllabus consists of constitution, the contract laws including Indian Contract, Sales of Goods Act, Indian Partnership and your specific relief, your CPC, Transfer of Property Act, Arbitration and Conciliation, the Limitation Act, administrative law, jurisprudence, important Latin maxims, and land law of torts and Consumer Protection Act. Okay. If I look at PFRDA that took place this year, they have a common syllabus. They did not differentiate between phase 1 and phase 2, but you will see that almost all these topics are covered in your PFRDA also. Your constitution, your contract acts including Indian Contract, Partnership and Specific Relief. They have not talked about Sales of Goods Act, so you may have to study a little bit of Sales of Goods Acts for SEBI. Your CPC is covered, your transfer of property, arbitration is covered. Limitation was not mentioned in PFRDA this year. This is a trend that we are seeing, that it has not only been mentioned in IFSCA also. They have dropped it in IFSC and PFRDA both. So there could be chances that it can be dropped in SEBI also this year. Indirectly, it may continue to be covered along with your CPC. Okay, then your administrative law and your jurisprudence and your law of torts and consumer protection is covered. What is not covered was not covered in PFRDA as compared to SEBI. As I said, one is your limitation, but there could be a chance that it is dropped this year by SEBI also, like it has been done for PFRDA and IFSC. And the other was the maxim and the Latin terms. This is also something that in general, when you are studying your degree, you do it as a part of the legal theory. So this is something which you may revise now if you have not done for the PFRDA exam. Moving to IFSCA, comparison with IFSC. it was almost the entirely same. Your constitution, IFSC also gives syllabus in two different phases, phase 1 and phase 2. So if I compare phase 1 of SEBI and IFSC, you can see almost entire overlap over here. Contracts Act, your CPC is there, TPA is there, arbitration and conciliation is there, administrative law is there, and as I stated again, limitation was dropped. It was there in IFSC last time, it has been dropped this year. Jurisprudence is there, important Latin maxims is there, law of torts and protection is there. These were the 5 acts that have been added by IFSC this year. SEZ, because IFSC does fall in an SEZ region, so SEZ was included, and a good number of questions have been asked. Around 4 or 5 questions from SEZ Act have been asked in IFSC phase 1 this year. DPDP has been added, RTI has been added, Mediation Act has been added, and IPR has been added. If I compare this with PFRDA, the IFSC, the DPDP, IPR and RTI was also added in PFRDA this year. Moving to phase 2 comparison, as I stated, PFRDA has the same syllabus. So if I specifically look at the phase 2 topics of SEBI, your criminal laws and your law of evidence, of course, this will now be updated to BSA and BNS and BNSS respectively. Okay, this is from 2024 notification. So of course, if there is any doubt, the new criminal laws will be asked in SEBI also. So we did see the criminal laws and the BSA being asked in PFRDA. The corporate laws, which consist of companies, LLP and IBC, they were also included in PFRDA. So you can see the Companies Act, your LLP and your IBC being covered. What was not there in PFRDA is your securities law. Of course, SEBI being the securities market, capital markets regulator, securities laws are very, very important, with almost 40% weightage given to it, which is not there in PFRDA. So if you gave that exam, this is something specifically that you will have to prepare for SEBI. If I compare with IFSCA, again, your criminal laws are same, your BSA will be same. Again, repeating, this will be replaced by the new laws. That is an understood aspect, and your corporate laws are also there. In fact, in IFSC and PFRDA, you've studied law of trust, which may not be included in SEBI, but we may see if they are getting included this year or not. Apart from this, what will be different between SEBI and IFSCA again will be their focus area. SEBI is the securities market regulator, so 40% of their focus is on securities law, while IFSC being the regulator for all kinds of financial services in IFSC covers banking related laws, which is RBI and banking regulation, insurance related acts like insurance and IRDA Act, your securities market related acts like your SCRA, your SEBI Act and Depository Act. In banking, this is also included, Deposit Insurance and Credit Guarantee, and FEMA, and your CIC, and your Payments and Settlement, and your pension related act, which is your PFRDA Act. So all these will not be studied, only the SEBI securities market related, SEBI depositories and SCRA is what will be included in IFSC and SEBI both. So there is a good amount of overlap, and there is a good amount of other topics that you need to focus on separately for SEBI, IFSC and PFRDA if you have given that exam in the past. Accordingly, you can strategize your study over the next 3 months, including the application window, phase 1 and phase 2 time. Of course, we will come up with more details about how you can cover this over the next 3 months. So stay tuned. You can download our app or visit our website for any more details, or write to us at hello@iexambi.com or call us at 920-552-4028. Wishing you all the best.